gamers. Welcome back. If you were tuned into the match before that was being streamed, we just saw Futia versus Meow Masters. Futia did take that victory, but now we are here with the B0squeteers versus Tren and Jerry's. I am Bloomishley, and I am here with my co-commentator Badmouths, aka Certified Flexter.
Hello. Well, I think in today's match, we have a pretty good matchup here. We have Tren and Jerry's and the B0squeteers, both showing a very strong lineup, but it'll be interesting to see which one comes out on top.
Yeah. Something to note before this match starts. The B0squeteers, they are missing Aussie. I did notice that he didn't log in, and considering that he was one of the first picks, I kind of want to see how the team's going to do without him. I also see that they aren't playing their leader. I don't see Boss online, so I don't know who's going to be picking up that leadership position for the B0squeteers, as he does kind of carry comps. So we'll see how they perform without their two key players. Oh yeah, something else to mention. This is 10v10. I don't know if this is the first 10 match of the DTT season, but it's the first one I've seen. So, yeah, we're not going to be running standard comp as to last match that was streamed on here. I'm excited to see how it plays, especially since we're on American for one. This is a, I don't know, he said last stream that it's a defensive map, which I agree. If you're in the flag room, it's heavily defensive, but once you get out, I'd say it's kind of just like a free run for offense, especially if you're on elf. So yeah, we'll see. Seems like B0squeteers needing just a little more time to get ready. I do believe the force start is at 5:25, so around 3 minutes. So we'll see. Is medic defense like something that is run in 10v10? I don't think it is. So I'm kind of excited to see like how the ninjas perform, because without a medic defense, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at blue team right now. I know Tireless, aka B2, he's been a ninja for a long time, so he might be used to playing without a medic D. As for Wolfie on the other team, but yeah, not sure how roles are gonna go right now. Like, both teams are missing some players. I do give the advantage to blue right now, but yeah, we will see, I guess. I've been saying we will see a lot, but I'm just waiting for this match to start, I guess.
I think I would agree with you on giving blue the advantage, because you do see a lot of offensive-minded players like 93, Sir Leo, but then they also have a really strong defense. So, and then on the other side, you have some strong players, but I think right now, I think that blue is going to be taking this first map, especially because it's such a defensive-minded map.
Yeah, very true. I am looking at red roster as well. They're missing the two key players, like I said earlier, but they also have Border 96. He typically plays med D, but I just don't think that's a good idea to run in 10. So I guess we'll see how or what he plays, I guess. I suppose he'll be going on offense. I just don't know his what. It is now 5:25, so I believe we are about to force start. If let me see if yeah, there Ryan goes. We will be beginning shortly. Oh my goodness, in a couple seconds. You have like any sort of like map predictions? Like, I don't know if it's gonna be like 3-1 or 3-0 like Futia last map.
Like, I think, yeah, just because Tren and Jerry's has the more, I'd say the more experienced defense, because they have lots of, like, tireless B2, longtime ninja, Trenny. They also have Shaman, which is an archer pick. So, well, 10's an archer. May or may not decide to run that, but I think right now, I think blue team or Tren and Jerry's will come out on top just because they have the stronger defense, and as long as they can help deny the sponges, which is arguably the how you get out. Well, why people get caps on this map, then they'll be able to keep red from getting caps.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was just me. There was just a bit of lag. I'm looking at Blue's offense right now. They are running paddishly on medic offense. I know he's a flex player, but he's typically a flex player on defense. I'm kind of surprised to see him here. I don't know who usually runs medic for Tren and Jerry's. The rosters are not fresh in my mind, and they don't have the page open, like a fool. But Blue's offense is already here, 93 on Elf, on Elf, on top. He is getting targeted by the Ninja Carowinds, but Soldier does come in to help for Leo. But Border 96 gets the first steal. He does go down to the Assassin, which is Nemo. I don't know if he was a medic or what he was playing.
I'm not sure either. But on, you go. No, you go.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And these are players that don't typically play together, so we are going to be seeing like lots of different strategies, different like synergies. So yeah, DTT is really a unique experience to say the least. Let's see. Chris going for a steal, so the pyro focuses on him, but that allows 93 to get a clean steal. He is out, and he's already taken the sponge. He's headed towards mid. I don't know where his medic is, but I believe he got hit throughout all of that. Yeah, he has one stake, so he needs that restore, which is right there. Caro not getting to him in time. He does put down the water. I don't know if anyone on red is going to be able to get in front of him.
We do see a bulk chasing, but I don't think Katie will be able to get in front of him.
Yeah, and that looks to be the first cap for Tren and Jerry's. Really good job on offense. That was really clean. Unfortunate for the pyro, but yeah.
And that is.
Yeah. This is a map that Citrix was known for back in the day. That's because they had elves like the Fatal Best, Italian Penguin, Iflays, I'm pretty sure. He played chemist, but mostly to support the elf. This map was notorious for just elf cap after elf cap. It was really obnoxious, but it was a good strategy run by them, and it's a good strategy that's being used to this day, as we just saw.
And the sponges definitely bring a different dynamic to this map because they get you so far, and if the defense can't prevent the offenders from getting the sponges, then they can't really. It's hard for them to recover the flag.
Yeah. Defense really has to work like as a unit in order to get any sort of recovs or like even just to clear the offense coming through. Speaking of offense, the blue team has been coming through, or I'm sorry, blue team has been getting here almost every time. And oh my gosh, A-Fruit respawn, which allowed for a quick ninja steal by Avetis.
We do see Vetus going through mid, but trying to go for a pass there, but he does get the medic. So, he does get the medic, and that will be the second cap for Tren and Jerry's.
Yeah. Wolfie going for a ninja cap right now. He almost gets it, but Epic Man turns around at the last second. 1008 for Chris, I mean.
Wow, already.
He's already by the river. Yeah, Wolfie and Carol trying to stop him, as well as the bulk. Pyro's right behind, but he just wins across the river. Yeah, he has a necro for support. I don't know if he got restore, but yeah, there's a restore. He's well on his way. Arrow trying to get a quick drop, but Chris does have DTT ability. Oh, but he
Wow.
gets assassinated.
A clutch assassinate by Icelandinger.
Wow, that was really good on Islandinger's part. Unfortunate that no one roamed for the assassin, but yeah, that was a really clutch play. Good for her.
Indeed. It saves the cap, and it also saves them a map, because the map would have ended with that. So
Yeah,
very clutch
definitely.
play by him.
Oh, him? My bad. Not sure. Let's see. Yeah. Oh,
I did
Leo,
see.
baiting the frenzy out of the fruit. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, I did see a B-Swan. I think he swapped off of Archer to opt for a scout, which is a good idea as long as he can get the death tag on the elves, because those are really the big problems for them right now. The elves are just getting in and making the pyro's life a nightmare with the water and just doing everything on the offensive side for them.
I saw in chat that Jactation was actually complaining about why is Archer allowed in 10. So Shaman, he's positioned around mid, and he must be doing a lot of work because B or Rainbow Rider actually did get on him so that his offense could get through. He usually has really good games. I think he's kind of underrated as an Archer.
I agree.
And as it was said earlier about flex rolls, Border 96 is actually on Elf. I don't know if that's been seen in competitive at all, but he is here. I don't know where the rest of his offense is, but the scout, which is B2, has seen him. B2 opting to play scout instead of ninja, letting Avedis play ninja. Probably a good move, as B2 is a very good scout and just a good flex in general. Let's get the DT off on track. I don't know if he's just gonna go for a steal or a respawn, because the medic. I don't see the medic. Oh, there's a medic. Just kidding.
And
Swap
the scout
away.
offers a decent amount, a pretty good amount of versatility, because it can death tag, which allows for the person that's death tagged to take more damage, and they can do that. He can do that on anyone, so
Yeah.
it's
Alright,
gonna
turn
help shut
trap,
down
but
the offense.
93 is cross. Like, he did take the sponge. He was taking a lot of damage. He needs a medic. He was death tag and taking a lot of damage earlier. He's in the river. He's so low. I don't think he
Swap
has any
back,
stake. Swaps back.
B-Swan.
Ninja and the offense is turning around, and he just dropped. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
93's been getting out a lot, and Chris has been doing good to like support or like distract so that he can get a steal. So I think it's kind of up to like the rest of the offense to like make sure like the archer isn't there or like to go necro so that the ninjas don't like, I don't know, completely destroy him, because he is an elf, so they can drop easily.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'd say just unfortunate communication, as I don't think Patty knew where the elf was. It's really unfortunate. That could have been another cap, the 3-0 to end this map.
But it was a clutch swap back by B-Swan. So
Yeah, that was a really good swap. B1 is another underrated player. He's a good scout. Underrated by even himself, I think. So Border with the steal, he misses the sponge and ends up getting frenzied by the pyro. He did back up steal after XX quadruple X. Pyro's doing a lot of work. They don't usually even get out of the flag room. They're just getting frenzied or killed.
yeah, backup stealing might be a viable option here though, because without the med D, you have no one staying in flag, and then the only people that can really get back there fast is ninjas. So if a bulkier class like a soldier maybe backup steal, then they might have better luck on offense. But So far, we haven't seen them. Well, that was
Back
the
of
first.
Steel is exactly how they got their second ninja cap. So, yeah, it's not always bad, but I don't condone it. Thinking of Link in this scenario.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He is getting teleported. It's restored in the river right now.
Still stuck in the water. I don't. Oh. Oh. The neck. Wow. Oh. A void swap.
Wow, that was a really good swap.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone there was expecting that, so.
I
A
think,
very clutch play by B2.
yeah. Got the restore. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, your Leo is a bit low. I would say the medic just respawns here. He does have Necro and Elf support. I think Leo just walks this in.
Oh, we do
Oh,
see a
but
steal by
yeah,
XXX.
gets a backup steal as Necro.
Almost about to get sponged, but gets hit back by the ninja. That's a lot of things on him. Assassinated. That's the end of the map.
Yeah, I think what's it called? He tried using a skull to like give him more health, but someone knocked him out of the skull, so he was just a one tap from there.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
That was not paused.
Well, unfortunate, but I think that map really shows that the elf and offense difference for Tren and Jerry's really made the difference there. And I think Epic Man 502 was their pyro.
Yeah, I do believe he played pyro for
So
Olympus.
he's not the most known pyro, but just the roaming defense is really good. So as long as they can do that, they can help support the pyro. And like you said earlier, with them being able to kill the offense early and also have their archer do really well, they were able to roam up and support the steals. So
yeah, isn't yeah. So I guess we'll be waiting for the Bosketeers map pick now. In the lobby.
Hey, there we go. Now my mic's on.
Wait, your mic wasn't on that whole time?
Yeah, no OBS, yeah. Like it was set at the wrong mic. We're still live, by the way, just letting you know.
Yeah. So those random moments of silence while you were talking, is that going to be a thing?
Yes, that is absolutely going to be a thing.
Awesome.
You guys missed my hyped up moments from when Tyler's got that void swap. So there was not in fact silence when Tyler's got that void swap. I was just commentating and my mic was muted.
Yeah, whoops.
So Blim is in fact not this boring normally, don't worry. Neither is Bad Mouse. It's actually more exciting.
I was like surprised when you started commentating. I'm like, oh, I guess he fixed his mic so that CMS would hear him. I guess not. So I don't know if we're getting a map pick. I don't see anything in chat. And I don't know who I guess is the step-in leader for Bosketeer since Bosket isn't here. So I don't know who exactly is going to be telling the map. Do we want to take a bit of a break while we kind of like
Yeah.
see what goes on? Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a break as we wait for this and as we get match up. So see you all
Yeah.
shortly.
Okay.
Welcome back. B0squeteers have chosen the map Skyward 6. So, an interesting map. B0squeteers have played this map before against, was it Meow Masters last week? No, not Meow Masters. Who did they play
Sam's
last
Club, I
week?
think.
Wasn't it Sam's team?
Yeah, Sam's
Sam's
Club,
team.
and it was a close one. Like a 30-minute map because of stalemate into OT. So hopefully we don't see that again. But I am hoping for a close match. And also, I am here. Hello.
Yes, hello. Nice of you to unmute your mic this time.
Yes. Well, it wasn't unmuted. It was unmuted, but it was set as the wrong mic, which I don't know
Yeah.
why OBS does that.
Well, you know what I meant. Stream couldn't hear you. That's the Right. Quadruple X trying for the cheeky trapdoor steal, but quickly gets stopped by the ninja assassin and the pyro. I don't think the rest of his offense is here, or if they are, they're not going for the flag.
And we do start. I see on the B0squeteers side, I do see that G or Rainbow Rider has switched off from medic, and Border switched on to medic. So maybe a more native role for Border as a medic. And I also saw that Rainbow Rider was also trying to camp the Archer. So I think that the Archer definitely has been a problem for their offense. So maybe trying to route through him more will provide more steal opportunities for them.
Yeah, the Ultra matchup is a thing to take note of as well, especially since B0squeteers all missing Boss, who is their main Ultra.
And their fearless leader.
And their fearless leader, of course. Instead of Boss, though, B-Swan is their Ultra. So a lot of flexing by B-Swan. Fairly solid Ultra. Not at the top of his... Not at the top of the level, but can hold his own for sure.
He's a pretty decent archer, yeah. Tren and Jerry's, almost every single time they've gotten a good amount of people into the flag room. 93 got kind of screwed by flag pickup. But like yeah, they're getting 12s in every time. I think, and like Chris had a steal earlier. He got stopped by around this mid structure over here, but he did get far. So I'm kind of just waiting to see like which one of these elf pushes are gonna be turned into a count. Something else to note is that Afru, she doesn't have a medic D, so she only has 5 health. Is Langdigger actually respawned as medic to give her health, and on the other side of the map, Quadruple X did have a steal, but goes down to the bulk, which was Trenny.
Indeed. And on that push, he did kill the pyro there, so that is another thing to watch out for on both sides of the map, is that since pyros don't have a med D, they're more susceptible.
I'm gonna point out something. B0squeteers' offensive composition, they're running medic, I think elf, soldier, medic, soldier, double chemist.
I don't know if that's a good idea for a map like Skyworld.
Skyworld is just such a mobility map, especially.
We have a steal here from XX. Is out. Goes down to the ninja though. He was fairly low. We got regen from the medic inside the fragment, but was still at 0's stake.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, as I said earlier, you're not gonna see like typical run like you see in 12s or even 14s. Double chemist is not something that I would expect, but it could be helpful in terms of like supporting like your or your main, which I assume would be Quadruple X at this point. Yeah, not much else going on right now. Oh, just kidding. Chris gets a steal as soldier, and he gets out somewhat clean, but does get assassinated. Good assassinate, but that leaves a backup steal for 93 as elf. So it goes down to Wolfie, the ninja.
I do like what Tren and Jerry's their offensive composition is right now. The double soldier elf, I think, is the best bet, especially since there is no medic defense and soldier's opportunity. We do see a ninja steal here from Carowinds. It's just waiting to regen some health. It's going to be taking Sponge, perhaps. Yes, he is. Pulling it down. Is the ninja's going to capitalize it? Tireless. Oh, what?
Oh my god.
A clutch pickup from G.
Oh, he gets stopped though. The Sin picks it up.
Picked up by the Sin?
Just need a ninja to like roam up or do something.
Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
Down to the bulk.
Just unfortunate there. 2 clutch pickups, but not
They have
able to
another ninja
capitalize
steal.
on the
Oh,
steal.
Cameron does shut down that one down though. 93 does get an elf steal with medic support inside the flag room.
Oh, they cleared the flag room.
Yeah, they cleared the flag room. So this is looking like a good opportunity. Has to watch out from the arch here. Oh, these shots are barely missing.
Archer is landing really close shot. Oh, I liked how the offense turned around and just collapsed on 93 or He did a good job, but wasn't enough as he does go down to the pyro. Oh, Chris actually drops the pyro. He did get a steal, but drops the ninja. Trenny going for a backup steal. I think he was on defense before,
Yeah,
but he actually roamed up.
He's
They're
the defensive
both
bulk who was warming up. His party was up from that steal before, and decided to keep the push going. But
Arrow trying to stall him, and it works as the pyro was able to catch up and use frenzy. The offense now trying for another steal with only a ninja in the flag room. Chris drops a ninja, and it's going to be 93 with the steal. But let's get headshot. Nice shot.
I think B0squeteers are finally able to stabilize here. The pyro does have to respawn though, which might give Avedis a free ninja steal, and in fact is going to get a free ninja steal. So no sleep for the B0squeteers. Constant stealing.
He has to go off sponge. He's on a tree. Oh.
Wolfie is not able to get it. Cameron does have enough health to get it though.
Quadruple X with another steal. He does take the sponge to mid. He is there. He has support from a soldier who. Oh, that's headshot, and that's a recov for Jerry's. Was no one on the archer, or was it just a lucky shot?
I think the archer was playing back at their near their spawn, so maybe sort of a lucky shot, but.
Jack is out. Going along the side route. Is gonna get cut off by Avedis and the assassin, Nemo, and does go down. I don't think he had any stake when he stole because he did take the pyro for a little bit. But it leaves the flag room open for Quadruple X, who is going to take the mid sponge again. Yeah, there he goes.
Gets assassinated there. The insta-kill is holding it on. One thing I'm noticing is both the pyros are going up for recap a lot, and with no med D, that does leave the flag undefended once it gets recovered.
And we have seen like what 3 or 4 ninja steals, but all of them have just been unsuccessful.
Yeah, but surely with as many opportunities both teams are getting, you'd imagine those ninja steals will eventually be caps at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah, ninjas are kind of everywhere in 10. Like, they're pushing up to steal, or they're like in the flag watching for any backup ninjas. They're trying to recap. They kind of just have to be everywhere at once, especially in 10s. Both ninjas on both teams are doing like a really good job on like keeping everything I guess in check. He is out. He did get medic restore, and he is chemist. He's opting to take the bottom route. There is gonna be a couple things on him.
He jukes the bottom route. He's back up top now.
Yeah, and he's running it down mid. He has archer support. I think he needs the medic again. XX switched to Necro to try and support, but he does drop to the ninja. Really unfortunate, but also good on the Jerry's for getting the recov. He had a lot of support there. Just wasn't able to make it.
Yeah.
Both teams having a good amount of offensive pressure. Surprised we haven't seen a cap yet, honestly, with how many opportunities both teams have had. Kind of the game's the style of Skywoods though, it's even getting a good steal, it's hard to get across a lot of the time because of how much offenses can turn and how much defense can stall.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that was a good play by B2. Or Quadruple X did get a steal, and he was going out kind of the spawn exit, but he did swap him back into the flag room, allowed him to get cleared out in the corner, and then did pick up the flag, so the backup steal by, I think he was unsuccessful.
Yes, seeing here from both sides. Shaq is soldier. Is trying to get the medic here. There's a lot of pressure on him though, goes down to damage.
And on the other side, we did see 93 did a quite clean steal, but he opted to go the bottom route and got cut off by the bulk and the ninja, so he did go down there.
Another thing I want to point out, is since it is 10s, of course the one thing that's been that was famous or infamous if you will, for playing Tens is Citrix. And both sides has a Citrix ninja, Wolfie on B0squeteers side and Vetis on Tren and Jerry's side. So you can see they're they're very used to this size.
And then
Speaking of, X or quadruple X is actually out by mid. He did get restore earlier, and I think Assassinate used and missed. Does have a bunch of ninjas on him, but he does have the medic support again. Both ninjas go down. He's going to get roamed up as assassin support. They're by their spawn now. This might be the first cap for B0squeteers. And Jerry's needs another backup steal. And he tries for it, but doesn't get it in time, and that is the first cap for B0squeteers by quadruple X. Good support by the team.
We do see Tren and Jerry's flag room empty right now. Unfortunately, none of the B0squeteers are able to capitalize on it. But
Is that a ninja
ninja?
steal?
we do see Ninja.
Ooh.
Oh, Heroines does catch up.
Patty, I think, missed the heal. I mean, he was reacted well to that ninja steal, but couldn't get close enough. Vetis was pulling too fast for him to get that regen. That would have been quite lethal if he did get that regen off.
We do see
Chasing with
Shaq.
another steal. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We do see Shaq get out, trying to go for the top sponge. Gets cut off by the bulk. Still running around the back of Tren and Jerry's flag room. Opting to go for the far route now. Still getting cut off by bulk.
Ooh, the medic picks it up. Goes down quickly though, and was already low.
Yeah, that was a lot of bulk, and I believe Chris was there too.
Yep.
So that was just a lot of bulk just
Pressure.
cutting him off. Yeah.
And it was a good job staying in front of him so he couldn't get the sponge.
Yeah, definitely. Vetis did roam up as ninja and knocked the pyro far away, but I don't think any of the Tren and Jerry people like capitalized on it. I think the ninjas need to communicate a little more, like when they're ninja stealing or when they're like in the flag room, just so that the offense could like push and like get that third cap or I'm sorry, that next cap.
Jack does kill the pyro.
Ooh.
It's assassin yeah, Chris is on assassin. I think
Switched to assassin. Interesting.
I think that is a change. Because we saw him on book soldier in fact earlier, so
So who's playing in his place?
I think
Any?
yeah, Nemo switched to necro offense.
in fact Tren and Jerry Leo is now on heavy, meaning they're not running a soldier offense at all. I don't know if I like that, and I think soldier is very vital on a map like this where stalling is such an important part of recovery.
Yeah, definitely. Like so many routes in the flag we can go out as soldier as well. Like I don't know, it's easier to get to the sponge as well as soldier.
I think their game plan is trying to kill the flag room instead of getting in and getting out.
And it works. The pyro drops.
93 does get out with a very clean steal. Has one ninja on him. Hasn't gotten a restore yet. Does get the restore there. Opts to go on the bottom route.
This is very risky. If they get cut off, that elf is going to take a lot of damage quickly.
Oh. You do see B-Swan go down, trying to knock him back, but dies very early on. Still nothing in front of 93. A ninja catches up to him. I think this might be a cap for them, unless the B0squeteers can get a backup steal or quick drop him somehow.
Right, and that's going to be the first cap for Tren and Jerry's. The map is now tied.
I think they just cleared the flag room a bit. Okay, both the pyro and I think something else, either the ninja.
Pyro and yeah. B2 did a good job of like holding off the incoming offense though. He death tagged back, I believe.
And that was a I'd say that's a really good adjustment by Tren and Jerry's to opt to run a bulkier offense because this soldier and double elf wasn't working very well. So they decided to switch bulk to a bulkier offense, and that's when they dropped the pyro and they were able to get out further and then just have 93 and take it all the way. So good offensive adjustment for them.
Yeah, sorry, I doubted it. Apparently, I'm just not good at this game. Don't know enough. Don't know enough. We do
Who
see.
did Oh, sorry.
Here you go. You go. It is tied up here with 4 minutes left, meaning we will see overtime unless either team caps. It'll be interesting because both teams have been having good opportunities, as I said, throughout this whole entire map. So it is going to be a tense one. You see a steal here from 93 as Elf has support with him, but also has a good amount in front of him. And with the double ninjas coming, he's going to be taking a lot of damage here.
Ooh.
A ninja skill.
Perhaps we'll... I don't know what Elvedis is doing.
I
It's
don't think
just
he has
running
enough
it. Not a usual thing you see with ninjas. Yeah. I've never seen a ninja run that far with the flag.
On the other side, though, we do see G off to go with the bottom path, although he is cut off by ninjas and 2 bulks. So
He has a lot of pressure on him. I don't know. He's a good chemist, and he did get the revival tag.
However,
He's doing a good job of playing them.
Yeah, that revive tag was very vital there because he was just trying to get the resto off and not take extra damage from the bulk that was critting him out. I have a steal from 93. Who is the cross? And their team is focusing this bulk right now. Still waiting for that restore. Is eventually going to get it here. So we are going to have a stalemate. 2 minutes left. OT looming. This is probably going to be it. Going to be the last part that we see.
Jackson did try to go for it, but 93 anticipated it.
Honestly, still has to get to a stalemate spot. He's not there quite yet, so he is entering the stalemate spot right now, though. So he is in safe area as G gets death tag. So we're seeing an Elf versus Kim stalemate.
interesting.
I don't like either of those holding classes.
Well, which one's worse? That's the question.
Honestly, I'd say chemist. I don't know.
I would say chemist as well.
Yeah, I think chemist would be, because at least with elf you have that extra mobility. You can wind around. Both chemist, you kind of just gotta hope that you're off.
Bit of silver like there.
Support is there.
Another thing with chemist is its help. How it heals up is using potions, and if it's being crit up by book, and the chemist is using a lot of its health potions, it's going to heal the book as well, which makes that book harder to kill. So I'd imagine Ben and Jerry is going to take advantage of that and definitely run heavy, lots of heavies, as many heavies as they can into that chemist, which I think they are. Oh, he just dropped!
Wow.
The ninja drops him after the death tag from... With 5 seconds left, too. That happened with 5 seconds left. So technically, yeah, that's
Wow.
game.
Super clutch swap in and kill by Tren and Jerry's.
Well, yeah, as we said, both of them are not ideal for holding, of course.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the match then. What was that? 3-0-2-1 to Tren and
Yeah.
Jerry's. So
hmm
Musketeers were definitely pulling it back on Star Wars. They had lots of good opportunities. It's just American Fault was not their map.
hmm
Um, so kind of unfortunate to see, but that's how the tournament goes. What do you think?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Are we? Sorry. Go ahead.
What do you think for play of the game?
I'm not sure. I think someone on offense because they were just getting crap after kill. Really good job for both the elf players, Chris and 93.
hmm Yeah.
Yeah, so Pop 93 I think is a good shout for sure.
hmm Yeah.
I
He
mean
did
he
have lots of clutch steals on both maps. Probably had some of the biggest impact overall. But then also tireless on defense. Got that really clutch swap in and death tag at the very end of map 2. But then he also had
he had the void swap on American Fault as
hmm
well.
hmm
Good amount of clutch plays from him. I mean it's hard to say.
Good play all around. Yeah. Are we gonna
hmm
be doing a post match interview?
If anyone's willing, but I don't know if I can't really. Let me see. Since the match ended, it's hard to just ask for that.
Yeah. Unfortunate timer locks. Did it happen?
I'm fine with giving it to Tyler's or to 93. I mean, they're obviously more of the carriers of their team, given that they're, I think, what, the first two picks? Or at least in the
hmm
first three, for sure.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them to be,
Tyler's
well, performing a lot in these
hmm
matches.
Yeah, I'm good to give tireless player of the game. Honorable mentions to 93, Chris.
hmm Agree.
Oh, Pat Ashley
Then
with the post-match interview.
we're gonna get Pat Ashley and speaking of which, hello Patty.
G'day, g'day.
Congratulations on the victory today. American Foot uh definitely a good showing from you guys. I mean that was a clean 3-0, taking advantage of 93, the elf depth you have with 93 and Quiz.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it definitely helps having some of the best elves in the game and having a pretty elf-favored map coming in. So we were pretty confident. Me playing Meadow, which isn't really my role, I was pretty happy just to sit on the wall and wait for people to kind of come out to me. So yeah, worked out pretty well on American Ford, I thought.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask a little bit about that. Like, how do you think your team did regarding like roles that you don't typically play in a size that you don't typically play? Like, we saw a lot of different players like playing roles that they don't usually play. How do you think your team did regarding that?
Yeah, I think like we were pretty close to starting roles at least, which was good. We had a lot of people who were pretty confident on what they were doing, and I mean, it's just I guess the off roles were probably me on medic and Epic on pyro, but Epic's pretty solid PvPer, so I think he did a pretty good job throughout that and dealt with the pressure pretty well. You know, for my own, I'm kind of just in the team to play my role week in week out. Whatever training wants me to do, I'll do. I think probably ideally we'll have our regular Meadow in there, so that might be a bit better. But yeah, just happy to kind of fit into the side however I can. And yeah, I mean, tens is just disgusting, but hopefully that's the last time we have to play it.
Well, I'm curious about your the Skyworlds game, since that was a much closer showing. Musketeers were definitely putting up a bigger fight against you guys. I mean, it was close, obviously. I mean, we went into that stalemate close to OT. How is your team feeling throughout that map? We saw.
Yeah,
You go.
I mean, yeah, I think I was like, nobody's tilting. We're a very chill team, but I think on the inside, I was probably getting a bit frustrated. on Skyworlds just because we weren't getting as much value as we were on the first map. And defensively, like we were performing pretty well. Their one cap came, like they supported that really well. So they earned that cap at least. It wasn't exactly as an easy cap by any means. And yeah, I think offensively we were struggling a bit there, but then we switched Nemo onto support and Chris back to assassins, and I think that really helped us out. We were running like 3 cappers and 1 medic for most of the match, so having the support was really helpful, just being able to clear out and get in. And I think Leo went on to heavy, so I think it just took us a bit to figure out on Skyworlds, but once we did, we were sitting pretty comfortable.
Yeah, that's good to hear. It looks solid. I mean, that was Tren and Jerry, so that's your first match of the tournament since you guys did not, well, the only team that did not play in week 1. So obviously a good thing to have the best step, or your first step being the best step that you can have. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that's going to do it for the interview, unless you have anything more to say.
Nah. I mean, like, just it was a good game. Good job to the B0squeteers. They really came out second map, and it was clearly a good pick for them. Really put us off for a bit there. So, it was a fun match, and looking forward to the next.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
No worries. Thank you.
Well, I think that is going to basically wrap things up for us here today. I mean, did we decide on play of the game between
I thought it was tireless.
Tireless?
Yeah.
Tireless it is.
Mhm.
So, tireless play of the game. A 3-0-2-1 victory for Tren and Jerry. Once again, congratulations to them. And we should have a match, I believe, tomorrow. Suicide Squad versus, what is it, Sam's Club?
Sam's Club, yeah.
Tomorrow at 5, theoretically. So make sure you watch that as well. Besides that, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you all for watching. And give me 1 second. Actually, I have to do something. Yep. So thanks for watching.